Have you ever wondered what your favorite YouTubers would look like as a custom moveset in the Strong's Battlegrounds? Well, I have. So today I'm going to be creating 5 custom YouTuber movesets using the custom moveset maker and AI. And then I'm going to be showing the YouTubers how their movesets look like. And the first YouTuber that we're going to be making a moveset for is Stud. Alright, so as you guys know, in the last update, they added this option where you could combine moves together and stuff. So we're going to be using this option to create these movesets. So before we go ahead and create Stud's moveset, let me just remind myself of how he looks like and stuff like that. Alright, so obviously, as you guys can see, I'm pretty sure everybody knows how he looks like. He looks like a homeless zombie. I don't know, man. I don't know what happened to him, bro. So yeah, when I create his moveset, I have to keep in mind that he is a zombie and I have to find moves that kind of match the zombie vibes and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you guys, I'm not really sure who kind of gives off the zombie vibes. They're adding Zombie Man in the next update. If they had Zombie Man, I don't even need to make a custom moveset for Stud anymore. But since Zombie Man is not in the game yet, I guess I'm gonna have to use moves like Tatsumaki, because Tatsumaki has green. The green equals zombie. I don't know, bro. So yeah, I'm not really sure what to make with Stud. And in life, if you're not really sure what to do, all you gotta do is ask ChatGBT. Alright, so here we have ChatGBT making us a custom moveset for Stud. So as you guys can see, it made us 4 different moves. So the first move is called the Grave Digger Slam. Alright, so it says Stud grabs the enemy with Hunter Grasp, lifts them, and then slams them down with a decaying super punch, which is the normal punch. And then they put a brain emoji and said why it works. Feels like a zombie grabbing prey and delivering a brain-shaking final blow. Alright, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is actually not a bad move. Not a bad move at all. Next up, we got the Tome Crash. So it's up tilt dragon plus jet dive. What the hell is up tilt dragon, bro? Is that Suryu's passive uppercut? I think that's what it is. The next move that we have is the Corpse Detonation. So we got Ignition Burst and Scatter. And last but not least, we got the Undying Rage. Death Counter and Crushing Pull. Okay, that sounds OP. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this actually sounds like a pretty decent moveset. So let's go ahead and create this moveset and test it out. And like I did say earlier, all you have to do is just press Skill Builder, and you could actually go ahead and name the move as well. So I'm pretty sure the first move was called the Grave Digger Slam. So let me go and just type that in real quick. Grave Digger Slam. Put the cooldown to I don't know. We'll put the cooldown to 2 seconds, all right? And what this move actually involved was the Hunter Grasp. So first move we're gonna be putting is the Hunter Grasp. Where's it at, bro? Hunter Grasp, Hunter Grasp. Am I blind? Bro, where's the move? Oh, it's right here. So Hunter Grasp as move number 1. Move number 2 was the normal punch, which is a Saitama move. So let me go ahead and try to find that. It's right over here. All right, so now is the tricky part. I have to try to find a good timing between these moves. Usually I think a Hunter Grasp lasts a good maybe 1.5 seconds. I don't really know. I guess we gotta just guess and find out. So I think this should be good. Hunter Grasp, and then 1.5 seconds later it does the normal punch. All right, move number 2 was the Tome Crash. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this as a 1 second cooldown as well. And this move actually had 2 moves as well. So it had the up tilt dragon and jet dive. Where the hell is the up tilt dragon, dude? So I guess I gotta find Suryu. So where's Suryu at, bro? Oh my god, there is literally no move that says up tilt dragon, dude. Suryu is right over here, and yeah, as you guys can see, the passive is not here whatsoever, bro. We have the passive for Atomic Samurai, which is the down slam flame. I don't know what's going on, man. So I guess since we don't really have it, I guess we could just use just jet dive, I guess. I know it kind of sucks, but it is what it is, bro. Wait, hold on. I could just use Suryu and just get my passive manually. I don't even need to depend on the system and stuff. So I think I might just do that. All right, so the next move that we have is the Corpse Detonation, and I'm pretty sure this one was the Ignition Burst and Scatter. All right, so Ignition Burst. Next move that we got is the Scatter. All right, boom, there we go. And last but not least, we got the Undying Rage. So I'm gonna go ahead and just quickly speedrun this, and I'll be right back when all these moves are done. All right, so now that I'm done making all the custom moves, all we have to do is go into build mode and configure this block that we placed down and scroll down to moveset modifier. And as you guys can see, all my custom moves are now here. So move number 1 was the Grave Digger. So that's move number 1. Move number 2 was the Tome Crash. Move number 3 was this one, and last but not least, the Undying Rage. And there we go. Now that we have the up tilts the dragon Suryu passive thing, I don't know, bro. If I go up to this block, as you guys can see, I now have this custom moveset, okay? So yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this actually does look like pretty W moveset, bro. We got the Grave Digger Slam, the Tome Crash, Corpse Detonation, and Undying Rage. So let me go up to the weakest dummy real quick. What is good, my boy? Don't mind me. Move number 1 was the Grave Digger Slam, which involved the Hunter Grasp and normal punch. All right, let me see what this does. All right, so boom, Boom, there we go. And now we normal punch, and there we go. Oh my goodness. I'm pretty sure we could like make it a little bit faster, but let me go and just try that again. And boom, there we go. Okay. All right, let me try this one more time. And normal. Oh, there we go. All right, that is a lot better, bro. The next move that we have is the Tome Crash. And for this one, I need to like, uppercut first. And then now I could do a Okay, yeah, that did not work. So for this move, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it kind of sucks. Like, I have to, like, make sure I get a passive every time I want to do the move. The next move that we have is the Corpse Detonation. So let me go ahead and use this one over here. There we go. And now we should scat. Okay, that is way too long, bro. All right, 3, 2, 1. Boom, there we go. And now we scatter. Come on. No, bro, he goes way too far. Why does he get flung away so far, bro? Okay, wait, I have an idea, bro. What if I jump and then use this? And now there we go. Yes. Sir. All right, so there we go. That right there was the Corpse Detonation. And last but not least, we got the Undying Rage. And this one actually involved 2 moves as well. So this one was the Death Counter and the Crushing Pull. Boom, there we go. And now we pulled the guy in. Wait, what happened? Why did I just randomly get a bunch of more moves? All right, let me try again. Bro, why is it not working? Bro, come on, man. This moveset would have been so sick, but it looks like it just does not work. I think we're ready to move on to the next YouTuber, okay? The Zombie Stud moveset was pretty decent, but not best in my opinion. Let's move on to the next YouTuber, which is actually the Holy Grail. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, here we have a moveset that ChatGPT made for the Holy Grail. So the title of the moveset is the Uncrackable Shell. Pause, that sounds so weird. So move number 1, a casual toss, and it's actually only one move called Scatter. He casually flicks random peanut shells or similar goofy items towards enemies. Why it works? It's low effort, spammy, and annoying. Bro, ChatGPT is violating my boy right now. So it says perfect for a guy who fights like he's chilling on the couch. Okay, so that right there is move number 1. Move number 2 is Shell Shock Counter. So it's a split between the split second counter and ignition burst. I'm not sure if that's gonna work because, yeah. One hit, he performs a chill counter, the split second counter, but explodes on impact. Why it works? They hit him once and suddenly explode. Don't mess with me move from a guy who seems harmless. Lazy Gravity. So it's just a regular move, which is the Crushing Pull. Pulls enemies in with relaxed body language like, come on, bro. And then follow-ups with however he wants. And why does this actually seem like something the Holy Grail would actually say, bro? This is actually kind of accurate. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Move number 4, Dome Dive. So it's a mix of Jet Dive and normal punch. The Holy Grail 75 jumps up and belly flops onto the enemy, ending with a ground and pound punch, normal punch that creates a small crater. Why it works? It's ridiculous, clunky, and strong. It's a peanut doing a flying body slam. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think ChatGPT low-key cooked, so let's go ahead and try to create this custom moveset. Alright, so move number 1 was literally just the Scatter. So it's just the Scatter, nice and simple stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just create the rest of his moveset, and we'll be right back when it's done. Alright, so if I touch this block, there we go. As you guys can see, we now have the custom Holy Grail movesets. So move number 1 is the Casual Toss, bro. Where the hell is the weakest dummies at, bro? Why is there no weakest dummies when you need a weakest dummy? Alright, spawn dummy, there we go. And the first move that we have is the Casual Toss. So pretty simple move. It just does a scatter where you just like, throw the person like so. Move number 2 is the Shell Shock Counter, which does oh, wait, hold on. If I have an attacking dummy, that actually might be pretty fire. All right, spawn attacking dummy. There we go. Go ahead and punch me my gut. Bro, why is it not working? Bro, it's not working, man. It's literally not working, bro. Okay, what if I switch to Atomic Samurai? Maybe that does the trick. All right, it's now the moment of truth. Let me go ahead and go to the weakest dummy and oh, come on, explode. Why is it, bro? It's not exploding. Bro, where's the ignition burst? What the hell, dude? Yeah, it looks like the ignition burst just went bye-bye, bro. I don't know why it's not ignition bursting, but let's move on to the next move, which is the Lazy Gravity. Let me see what this one does. Okay, this one's just a simple yeah, it doesn't work on the weakest dummy for some reason, bro. Let me see if it works on a real player. Maybe that does the trick. All right, here we go, boys. Here we go. Let me go ahead and use the Lazy Bro, it doesn't even work on normal people. What are these moves, man? Come on, dude. I don't know why it doesn't work. Okay, let me see if this one works. All right, explode. Bro, it's not exploding, man. Oh my goodness, bro. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like the Shell Shock Counter doesn't work. The Lazy Gravity doesn't work, but let's see if the Dome Dive works. All right, so this one was the Jet Dive and normal punch combined. So oh yeah, I think we gotta like mess around with the timing a little bit. Let me just do that real quick. All right, let me try that one more time. So we do this, and now we should be okay, maybe just like one more second, bro. Hold on. All right, let me try that one more time. So we hit a Jet Dive. Wait for him to fall down. Oh, wait, bro, it was so close. All right, so we jet dive. Wait for him, and okay, maybe just a couple more seconds. Hold on. All right, so we hit the dome dive. Boom, there we go, and there we go. Yes, sir. All right, so we finally made it work. So ladies and gentlemen, it looks like this right here is the Holy Grail moveset, and honestly, like I did say, man, it sucks. All right, even the stud one sucked as well. So ChatGPT is not cooking, man. I would show them these movesets, but like since they suck so bad, I don't even want to show them, bro. So let's go ahead and move on to the next YouTuber. And the next YouTuber that we have is MangoPool. All right, so I'm pretty sure all of you guys know about MangoPool. Pretty chill guy. What is this? I made tongue Sahur mad and his mom joined. That's crazy, bro. But anyways, bro, you know my goat Mango. Pretty chill guy. He's funny, goofy, weird, brain rot. Like everything combined into one person gives you MangoPool, bro. I feel like that's the best way to describe it, bro. So let me go ahead and ask ChatGPT to make a moveset for MangoPool, and I'm actually quite curious to see how this is gonna come out. What? There's no way. ChatGPT literally named the MangoPool moveset the final brain cell. That is actually insane, dude. That is actually insane. Even ChatGPT is roasting my boy, man. But anyways, move number 1 is the random telekick. So it's pretty much a fused move between flash strike and vanishing kick. Move number 2 is mango bomb. So it's literally just the explosive shuriken move that is kind of like a mango that you throw at them. I don't know. Move number 3 is brain cell chain reaction. So it's a fused move between web boom and the psychic ricochet. And move number 4 is the up tilt slap. So it's the normal up tilt dragon move for Suryu's passive, I think. Bro, what? It even made a passive for him as well. Passive trait, no risk zone. Enemies hit by MangoPool's moves have their dashes. Oh my god, bro. This is actually insane, bro. I did not even tell ChatGPT to write this, bro. ChatGPT made this itself. I don't even know what to say, bro. All right, so it's time to go ahead and, you know, make the MangoPool moveset. So let me go ahead and just, you know, make these moves real quick, and we'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, behold the MangoPool custom movesets. So move number 1 is the random telekick. Let me go ahead and do this. Wait, hold on. Let me go ahead and do this. Why'd he die? And boom, there we go. Oh, yo, that's actually insane. That's actually an insane move right there. So that right there was the random telekick. The second move is pretty much a nice and simple explosive shuriken. So apparently ChatGPT said these are supposed to be like mango bombs. You just throw mangoes at them and like kill their brain cells. I don't know, dude. And speaking of brain cells, the next move that we have is the brain cell chain. So this one, you pretty much just spawn in a web boom and then you do this. Wait, why is it not exploding? Bro, wait. Oh, there we go. Wait, it didn't explode in time. Oh my goodness, bro. It actually did some pretty insane damage though. Check that out. All right, so you do this. The spider doesn't explode right away, but I think, yeah, I don't know if it does the damage, but it looks like it kind of does the damage. I don't know. And move number 4, according to ChatGPT, is just the dragon uppercut from Suryu. So yeah, we just gotta do a uppercut, and apparently that's supposed to be a move as well. Yeah, it's kind of mid, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, ChatGPT actually kind of let me down. If you guys know any like actual good like custom movesets for these YouTubers that you want me to do another video for, make sure to drop it down in the comments down below, and I'll actually like 1v1 the YouTubers with those movesets as well. So yeah, make sure you guys go ahead and like the video and comment some more YouTubers for me to like, you know, make custom movesets for. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.